Good morning everyone, and thank you for joining today's session on TPG's ProjectPowerPack QuickStart. My name is Peter O'Neill. I head up TPG the project group in UK and Ireland, and I'm going to be joined by my colleague Shimane, who will be running the demo. The agenda for today, we're going to talk a little bit of background on TPG, who we are and some of our customers. We have an overview then of our ProjectPowerPack solution. We have then some specific information on the QuickStart offering, and then over to Shimane for the demo. For over 25 years, we have been deploying PPM solutions primarily based on the Microsoft technology stack to customers globally, ranging from small-scale deployments right through to large global international deployments. We offer a full suite of services and products and ultimately support our clients in improving their PPM maturity across the board. Some numbers, we're active in 7 countries at the moment. We have over 100 employees. As I mentioned, we've been operating for over 25 years. We're an international organisation with teams consisting of staff from over 35 countries. We have over 1,000 successful deployments of PPM solutions spanning 20 industries, working for over 700 clients worldwide. Map shows the key areas where we have subsidiaries, and in addition to this we also work with partners around the world to help them support and deploy our solutions. The screen shows a number of our key clients, just a summary of our clients. We could fill numerous slides with this, but it's really just to illustrate we're active in all sectors. In the UK, we're very active in the aerospace and defence sectors, working with some of the biggest names in the industry, as you can see here. Automotive is a strong sector for us as well, globally. Also engineering, construction and industrial machinery and components, again some very big names there, household names, and we work with them and have worked with these clients in some cases for many years. We're also very active in the pharmaceutical and life sciences sector, increasingly in the retail sector as well, and public sector, working with clients here in the UK, clients like NATS, National Air Traffic Service, are a big account of ours at the moment. In terms of our ProjectPowerPack solution, the screen shows the capability that this tool offers, and starting at noon and working our way around, there's budgeting and cost controlling capability within the solution. Very intuitive user experience offered with that functionality. It offers an element of resource management and capacity planning. It offers scheduling capability, integrating with Microsoft Project for the web or Project Online, or indeed other solutions. We can capture and collaborate on things like project requirements, project objectives, benefits, changes, managing lessons learned. In terms of other form of collaboration, we can collaborate on documents, risks, issues, and we can also integrate with Teams. You'll notice the Teams icon at the bottom left. It comes with a suite of reporting, leveraging Microsoft Power BI, so a predefined reporting pack, which we'll touch on some in the demo. It also supports ideation, so capturing project requests and the governance around those project requests if need be, and then taking it up a level to portfolios and programs. We can organize our projects and requests into programs and portfolios, and we can track and manage the strategic, how they align with our strategic objectives, and again report and aggregate all of the data at that level. From a technology piece, the solution, ProjectPowerPack solution, integrates with Microsoft Project and Project for the web. It's built on leveraging the Power Apps technology piece. Power Automate is embedded. As I mentioned, the project requests can go through a workflow, projects can have lifecycle workflows, all leveraging Power Automate. It can integrate seamlessly with Microsoft Teams, and the reporting outputs, both the embedded reports and the report packs, leverage the Microsoft Power BI stack. And underpinning all of this is Microsoft's Dataverse, so all of the information is stored in the cloud and accessible through the Dataverse. So our QuickStart offering, what are the key benefits with a QuickStart solution? Firstly, it's very quick and rapid to deploy. It's largely pre-configured with limited tailoring required. It offers the intuitive user experience, as you'll see from the demo coming up. It's got built-in support for the Microsoft Project Desktop, Project for the Web, and Teams. And if after the quick start there's a requirement to extend or improve the solution, it's very easily done leveraging the Power App technology stack and easy to maintain. And with it being built on an evergreen platform, as Microsoft deploy new capability and innovative new functionality, the solution can benefit from that by default. So increasing the artificial intelligence through Microsoft Copilot, for example, can be leveraged throughout the solution. A typical deployment of our QuickStart can run in 2 to 4 weeks once the technical prerequisites have been met and are in place. So in terms of the key phases, there's the technical implementation, which can often be achieved in a matter of hours to deploy the technology. We would then run a very focused requirements analysis session. We would then do an element of tailoring and configuring to meet your requirements. That will be tested and deployed. We include training for users and key users as part of the quick start and hand over to the end users. And we also offer a package of post-implementation support if required. So what does this look like in terms of costs? Well, in the UK, our quick start starts from 8,950, and that includes subscription for up to 20 users. We do offer discounts for government sector, non-government organisations, charities, and other specific sectors. So if you're in one of those sectors, or you would like a quote for your organisation or your company, we'd be pleased to get in touch, and we can tailor a quote to meet the sector you work in, number of users, and so forth, and so you'll have a real good idea of what it's likely to cost and what a typical time frame to deploy would be. Just before we move on to the demo, I thought I'd highlight some of our Project PowerPack customers. In the UK here, we work with National Air Traffic Service, who are deploying our Project PowerPack to the teams managing projects at all of the major UK airports, and that will then be rolled out to their international airports around the world. Another customer of ours in the UK is TransLink, who run all the public transport in Northern Ireland, bus, rail and tram, and a number of other big names that you might recognise: Kerry, IKEA, Euronics, large household names that are very satisfied customers of our Project PowerPack solution. That's it for me. I'm now going to hand over to my colleague for the demo.
Hello. Today we're looking at resource management in the TPG Project PowerPack QuickStart solution. A common problem between resources and resource managers and projects is that resources get assigned to multiple projects and there is not enough visibility to see whether those people are actually available to work on those projects for when they are scheduled. What happens is that we get to a point in the project and we realize that the resource that I was going to use for that project and that I have planned and assigned is actually assigned to a higher priority project, which means that my project would have to wait and I need to renegotiate timelines. That problem can be avoided or at least mitigated to a large degree by knowing where your resources are assigned and seeing what kind of availability and capacity your resources currently have. To do this, we're going to look at assigning resources to our plans. So I've created a plan and I'm going to assign some resources to this plan. Right now, I'm only going to work with myself for demo purposes. So I've got a few tasks and I'm going to assign these to myself. I need to document and approve. I need to do the migration, the go live, and the sign off. The go live is a milestone, so I'm not going to assign myself to that. Now that I know more or less what my schedule is going to look like, I can look at my timeline and I can see the Gantt chart that I'm working on. But I also want to know if I have other people that I need to assign, where are they assigned and will they have the capacity to work on this project? To do that, I'm going to my resource plan and I'm going to synchronize my planning values with my resource plan. I'm going to include my work values so that I can see the amount of days this amounts to and in which month. And I can see my project manager is severely overallocated. I now have a choice. I can go and look at what other projects the project manager has been assigned to and move mine accordingly, or I can renegotiate, or I can look at the amount of effort that I have assigned to my project. To change the effort that I've assigned to a task, I'm going to go back to my grid and I'm going to say that during this assessment is mostly an automated process, which means the project manager doesn't have 80 hours of effort on this. It only is going to take about 4 hours to collate those results. And I'm going to close this, save this. I'm going to go back to my resource plan. I'm going to resynchronize these values, but I'm going to select to overwrite the existing ones with the new values. Starting to look better already. To see everything that the project manager is assigned to, I can go to resource plans and view all the projects for all the resources that this project manager wants to look at. Let's say, for example, I only want to see the project manager. I can filter by the keyword. And I can see other projects are the integration project and laptop rollouts. I'm thinking it's going to be easier to move my project out rather than change all the availabilities, so I can go and do that by simply moving to my plan, going to my schedule, and changing the start date of this task. So I'm going to move it out with a month. It's only going to start on the 4th of November. All the other tasks have moved because of my dependencies. And I want to update my resource plan accordingly. So again, I'm going to synchronize this. I'm going to overwrite my existing and include the work values. And I can now see that in November, still a bit of a problem, but we can negotiate that or move other stuff around. If I want to be able to see this on a dashboard, I will be able to do that by clicking on the resource. From my resource dashboards, I will be able to see what my resources are assigned to, what their demand is, the demand by department. So if I want to look at a specific department or specific effort or hours by department, I can do that. I want to look at my resource plans and I can see that for my resources, where they are assigned and how much time they have been assigned. So hovering over this, I can see for November, my project manager has a demand of almost 30 days, which is quite a lot. Just somewhere something's got to move or we're going to have to work on some effort and allocations. But from January onwards, everything looks quite fine. For utilization, I can look at the time-phased matrix. I can see that these are the projects that the project user or project manager are assigned to and how many hours they are assigned to those projects. So this gives me a bit of an information on per portfolio, per program, per project, what these resources are doing. But I can also see this in a chart. And I can change the date range that I'm looking at information for from the date range toggle. But I can also see availability. And this heat map allows me to look at where my resources are assigned. Now, ideally, I want everything to be green. For October, I can see a negative value. That means I have negative availability, so my project user is over allocated. The same for my project manager in November. However, from December and January and February, I can see they are still red, but they are positive. So they are red because my project manager is not assigned to enough work. His availability or his utilization is not very good. So I need to start looking for work to keep this project manager busy in the next couple of months from the next year. From a project user perspective, my project user is going to be busy until about March. After March, I will be able to assign him to new projects. Until then, this project user is going to be off limits to new projects because everything has already been planned and assigned. The solution also provides the ability for team members to give updates via timesheets about the effort they've spent on specific tasks. That could be necessary for multiple reasons: service delivery, just making sure that you don't have to have long status meetings. Everyone can update their time, and by the time you get to the status meeting, it'll be short and sweet and handled by exception. As the project user, who is a normal team member, I will be able to go to my timesheet and I will be able to add tasks to my timesheet. As you can see, I've already added a few. You can either select the tasks you want to add by clicking on them, or you will be able to add them by simply adding all current tasks, which will add all the tasks assigned to you for this week to your timesheet. Once these tasks are added, I can go ahead and update my effort for each task per day. So I can say, for example, I've spent 4 hours on the integration and 2 hours collating results, and for the rest of the day, for the week, I have actually spent my time on this integration. I can again leave a comment for the project manager. Select that task, and I can submit this to my project manager as an update. Once this task has been submitted, the project manager will be able to go and either approve or reject it. While it is still in progress with the project manager, you'll see this little arrow. I will be able to recall this and make any changes to it. Once it has actually been approved, as you can see here, no changes can be made to that task. The recall will disappear because it has already been finalized. Putting my project manager's hat back on, I'm going to go to Approvals, and I can see that I have a task for approval, and the comment says all results have been collated, which means I'll be able to go into my project and go mark that task as complete. For now, I'm going to say that I approve this. I can add a comment to it and confirm, which the project user will be able to see on his timesheet under Approver Comments to the right. And that concludes our demo for today.